A few weeks ago, public and private schools they have been engaging in they have been embarking on a short term holiday, and very very interesting. When you go into the streets, you discover that we are having more merriment in the society, and what is very very important is that the schools in Osun State in particular are going to resume on the 22nd of this month by the grace of God, except that is subjected to the government directive. We appreciate the government for making it, because that is going to amount to 7 good weeks of holiday, and it is very interesting. Even at all, some schools are using it for coaching and some other things. We are coming to that today, and just know that according to specification, on the 22nd of this month, all schools are going to resume. That is starting from what we call creche, kindergarten, nursery, primary school, up to secondary school in Osun State are going to resume. But what is spectacular in this few weeks ago is that few states, especially about four states. We have Imo State, we have Ondo State, Edo State, and we have the Ebonyi State, possibly, and some other state. They have a particular policy on education whereby they iron out some things. The first is that they ban convocation, that is end of year party, for creche, KG, and even nursery pupils. The time is to be tantamount to exploitation of the public, and particularly the parents. Therefore, they said that they should relieve that. Another policy that was made is that textbooks, the issue of textbooks. You know that in the olden days, what we usually have is that when you have a textbook, you use it, then your younger ones use it. Even you can have generation upon generation using it. Yes, if it is in good condition. But you can see that now, when you buy a textbook, it can never be inherited by the younger one. Therefore, the government of those states, they are saying that what they should relieve that one by making it to go back to what we are today. That is why we have somebody, a stakeholder, yes, a private school owner, who is going to be talking about this one, very, very concerned about it. We have Mr. Emmanuel Mayowa Oladele. How are you, sir?
Thank you, sir. I'm very fine. My name is Emmanuel Adeleke Mayowa.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Okay, when you hear about the policies by these states, then how do you feel? Because I think it affects some of private schools more.
Yes, the policies are good development on one side, because if you are to look at this policy in terms of economy in the state, which is a very good development concerning the graduation by the nursery, primary, KG and nursery and creche. So I think the graduation should be for the
primary 6.
The primary 6, okay, going to GS1. I could remember then when I was in primary school, we were able to do the graduation at the primary 6, okay, which is the exit class, going to JS1.
Another level.
Yes, going to another level. So I'm just thinking about this, that what can we derive from that? Because what we need is what the pupils have in their heads, not the ceremony. So I think that we should consolidate on how to impart knowledge onto them when they get to primary 6, which is for the public school, primary 5 for the private schools. So when they get there, then you can celebrate them. So from there, we could be able to see is the education of nowadays is not as of old. Because in the olden days, there are many pupils that pass out with good grades and many other things. But what the parents, what I can see, what they're after is concerning their graduation. Because if you ask them to pay for school fees, textbooks, all this, most of them won't be able to pay it. But when it comes to graduation, so they want to celebrate their children.
Are you saying that the parents, they like merriment?
They like merriment
than the
academic stuff. So
that's why you are catching them
yes,
from that angle.
From that angle.
And exploiting them from that angle.
Yes.
You are exploiting them.
That's exploitation, if you can see. So from that angle, if those puppies, they have something in their head, they'll be able to defend themselves. There are some puppies now, they can't even write their names. But they will come to have the graduation. So when they're having the graduation, the merriment and everything, now it's left to them to perform what they have put into their heads when they go to JS or primary 1, nursery 1, all those classes. So I think what we need to do, we don't need to celebrate them yet. Let them get to the passing out class, which is primary 5 or primary 6.
Another stage.
Another stage. So when they get there, when you say that, okay, my children, my pupils are able to, to exhibit what they have learned in the school. So I think from that angle, we could be able to consolidate on what they have learned in primary school.
Okay, as a private school proprietor, can you say that what you are saying, are you practicing it?
What I'm saying now, we are practicing it.
You are not doing graduation
no,
for crèche?
We don't need to. We don't do graduation for crèche.
For nursery?
For nursery.
Nursery 2 going to primary 1.
They are still at their tender.
Because you know that the parent will agitate. If you are not doing it and some other schools are doing it.
Yes, is what our own rules and regulations is different from others. Okay. Because what we give you is what you abide with. We are not exploiting anyone in our schools. We're just telling them, our parents, this is what you need to know. Let your pupils get what they need to get at this tender age. Because if we are focusing on the graduation, our parents, they so much in love with this graduation of stuff. So if you ask them to pay millions of naira, they're going to pay. But ask them to pay for the school fees, which is a chicken feed.
Yes. You're calling that one? Okay, we are coming to that.
The school fees is a chicken feed for them.
Okay.
Because when you take a look at this, the economy in the town now, how much are we collecting for the school fees? A chicken feed. So they won't be able to pay this. When we ask them, we are having a party, this and that, we call the party fee, say 50,000, 20,000, they will pay. So what is the essence of going to school? Why we value parties, we're not valuing what we are imparting on these pupils. So the materials to be used to impart this knowledge into them, they will not pay for them. So it is there we will see some schools, it's okay, just give them the marks and let them go. Which will have adverse effects on the pupils and the society at large. So what is the essence of having the party? So once they'll be able to put down what we have taught them, let's leave the party aside. So when we get to the primary 5 or 6, when you see their grades, some people they don't, most of them in some schools, because I have taught in many schools before I have my own school. When you see some school, the parents or the teachers, the owner of the school, they will tell you, please just let them go, let them pass.
Everybody passes.
Everybody passes. So when it comes to that, our society will be in problem, which we are encountering now, because we don't have teachers. If you tell them, can you come and teach this and how much are we paying the teachers? Which is nothing. So what is okay, if I may ask you, sir, what is the essence of having a party when people are teaching, you don't have something in their heads?
Because we learned ourselves, so because there are two categories of private schools. That will be because government school is always with all the facilities, because we have experts teaching in public school. That one is apart. But private schools, you employ somebody who has just passed out from secondary school a few weeks ago into classes, and because you want to be paying a stipend to them, then can you expect such a person to perform wonder?
In that aspect, I think we, the association, which is a NAPS, another association, and AMIS, we are not doing such. In our school, if you have gone to school, at least ND, I know the ND, HND, they are not meant to be teaching.
They are not qualified.
They are not qualified to be teaching. Yeah. So NCs,
BSc, education,
anything in the education line, you recruit them. But when we're having the HNDs and NDs,
you see idea.
using the
No
idea.
training.
But if you see some things we have in our school, we have in-service training.
Okay.
We train the teachers.
Without certificate.
No, those with ND and HND. Because it's not on.
Even BA without education.
You don't have the education. Why are we doing this? Because we don't have enough teachers in town. So, myself and maybe some 2 teachers, we cannot cover 6 classes. So what do we need to do? Now, we recruit those ND, HND, BA, then we put them into that training. So once we have them trained,
you send them to school, or
we organize training
within the school.
Within the school, and we have the bodies.
Okay.
Sometimes we have schools like 2, 3, 4 schools. We call the experts.
Okay.
I'm not the one that will be training them, but we have some experts from schools that come and come to the training, train them, give them what they need to know, because those people we refer to not being in education line. Some of them, they have something upstairs.
But
they don't have the training. When we talk about the teaching, speaking, and everything, they have it. Just that the procedures, the rules, the lines of teaching, to put them right. Because there are some teachers, it's not that you be in the class, you just be shouting on the student or the pupils before they can know. It's not when you ask the pupils, you stand until I finish the explanation. Pupils cannot know such. So there are some people that are still going about those things. Let them relax. Let them sit. If you ask a question and someone is not giving the right answer, you need to appreciate the person. Because on his or her own, he has tried to say something.
Okay, I want you to look at this angle because we don't have much time. We have the registered school and mushroom schools. I hope either you be in armies or NAPS. You know that their thing is happening. Possibly somebody graduates, no job, then you find the means of having 1 or 2 buildings and establish a school from there. Will be having his first credit. Do you think that government should allow mushroom schools?
We call something test run stage in when you have a school. So if you are test running a school, that's what we refer to as mushroom schools. So when you are test running a school, it's not that you just go and register and do this. The first thing you have to do, let the bodies, the allies, all those people, let them know you're having a school. Now you are test running the school before you have it registered. So as
a result of economic imbroglio, that the person cannot get a good job, then delving into education in order to make money.
Not in that angle, but anyone that is having a school, that want to have a school, must be in an education line. So before you can set up a school, maybe you test running a school, be in an education line.
But if not, what is
you
know that we have many of you.
That is where
who are not experts. Many of professors.
Yes, that is where the government is getting it wrong. Yes, because even
on later people being proprietors.
There are some proprietors where you say, I know myself, I don't know others. Because
you know that it is existing.
I don't.
People who are on letters being proprietors. Because they have money to establish.
Where I taught them, I don't find out about that. I just know they have the school. I know I've been to NC, degree, and masters. That's where I started. Where I started then. Now, if anyone wishes to set up a school, must be from education line, which is according to the rules and regulations of education.
So that's the idea. But the reality is that some are not as.
Yes, what I can say about that is the government is getting it wrong from them because they are looking for money. So you have a school, everyone have a school. But the money to register the school is their own gain, which the adverse effect is coming on the pupils and the society at large. So when you see this, someone is having a school, which the person has not gone to the right line to have a school, ask him, where's your document? Have you been to education? Have you been to NC, this and that? No, I've not been to this. That school government knows what to do.
Some borrow borrow certificate from their friends or neighbor who attended NC to register. Don't you know that?
Anyway, I haven't
Borrowing certificate to register.
I haven't heard about that because concerning our own school, I know everything is legit. Everything is on the right path. Because no one can come to my school, where's your certificate, this and that. Everything that we should just show it to them. When you register the school, they know. But the right thing the government is supposed to do is go and investigate everything. Because our society is bleeding. Because all these things, you said earlier that some people have not gone to education line, having schools. Now, what do you want to teach us? Before you can employ teachers, you have to teach. So you have not gone to education. I mean, you have not gone to school in education line, which is other.
But you can have board of directors who are experts, who contains expert training, recruiting.
What I know about that is if someone is having a school, borrowing certificates to do this, except you have those people that want to teach
on board.
If you are hiring somebody, which those people have been trained in education line, there are some people, as you said, they have their own school established and they have not taught for once. Because they have those people, they have proprietors. I mean, they have headmasters, headmistresses. All those bodies, they are from education. They have
director of studies.
Yes. Which
okay, now let's look at this angle regarding to school fees, because you talk about mega school fees, possibly as rich as you are. That's why you tell me to be mega. So what some schools charge? Because it depends on grade. School has grade. So what some schools are charging, when you compare it to what even some private universities are charging, this is very, very close to each other. Primary school paying such exorbitant, even some are paying what we have when you hear. Then what can you say about that one? Is it not exploitation? What a big school will teach is what the smaller school will teach. Then because of EDVs put in play, then what is your reaction to that?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. You said something that just because of the edifice and the buildings and everything. So it's what you give that you take. Some schools, as you said, they charge on a high side. Because those people, they are looking at it as, I don't have anything to say against them because their buildings and everything, they use money to do it. My own, what I can say about that is, if you are now teaching, your curriculum and everything is not in line. Those people are not getting what they have paid for or what they are paying for. That is where the problem comes. In my school, I can charge amount I want to charge. It can be lesser than others. It can be equal. I don't charge higher than. I look at my vicinity. So how much are they charging? In this area, we charge low school fees. In other places like town, they charge higher. I know I did my.
I are teaching the same thing.
That's the problem.
Then are you able to maintain teachers? Those of you that are collecting smaller money.
Anyway, my teachers are being paid out of my own pocket.
From another source?
Yes. Because what the stage we have now, we are not getting gains. No profits at the moment.
You are not into it fully. You are still doing some other things.
We have qualified
bringing money from outside.
From outside, just to cover up, to do everything, to pay the money we are charging, and at the end of the month and everything, I balance up everything. I pay for my own pocket.
Okay, now let us look at this one. When you have about 1,000 schools in a particular area, hardly can you see up to 200 who are paying their dues to the government. What is your reaction to that?
That's I said something earlier that the government is not doing. Maybe let me say they have not done the right thing. We have database. So when you have the number of the schools on your database, let there be platform, let there be sites or anything link where you can pay your dues. The problem of this deal is that some people, they find it difficult to go and pay where they are paying it. In some countries, you don't need to go out to go and pay. just on your laptop, on your system, pay your dues.
And that one
Print out.
applies to schools that are registered. Or registered schools, they are more than those who are registered.
Yes, when the government are not doing their duties, I mean the NAPS and the government, they need to work hand in hand. So there are some people when they are going out to do these things, they know that they collect the bribery. Let me say bribery is part of this problem.
On the part of the proprietor or government?
On the part of those people that are coming to, come to the school to representing the government. Where are your dues? Where are this? Once they are giving
but
the
now, particularly in Osun State, it is online. You cannot collect money cash. That is the latest because I've done my findings. But some of you schools, you do what? You don't go to the government to go and register. Why?
I said something earlier. Maybe those schools that are test running their school. Once you are test running their
school. For how many years?
Just for 1 year and 1 year. Sorry. Once you test run your school, 6 months to 1 year. Okay. After you have to let the government know that okay, you're having a school. Go there, tell them you're having your school, but we are test running. Now you open your file. Once your file is there, then start with the test running. After that year, then you go.
Okay, are you saying that those schools that are running it for more than 3, 4, 5 years without going to the government that they are doing this, are they not cheating government and cheating the public too?
That is part of they are trying to evade what they're supposed to do.
Okay, you are calling them evaders.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they are invaders. I'm just trying to say that
they are evading.
They are not evading. That's the act.
Oh,
when you say something is act, they are not evading, but it's act of.
The actor is an evader in English.
But when you say the act, not the person. When you say someone, for example, when you say someone is stupid, or you say someone your behavior is stupid, you are not telling the person directly.
No, let us prove grammar. How can you describe them? Are they the epic government or they are choosing the government?
In one word, government is not being helped in that area.
They are not helping the government.
They are not being, because the government are doing some things to back up the private schools, and the government needs some things to support us too, because we are paying those people that are paying their dues. We are being cheated.
But you have roads in your area, you have lights, you have that means the government.
The road is not good.
You are enjoying security and some other things like that. I want to appreciate you. Yeah. Very much I appreciate you. This is the complaint point. We are going to draw the curtain of the program. I am with Mr. Emmanuel Mayo Adeleke. Thank you very much.
All right, sir.
God bless you. Very good. And I want to thank the woman who anchored your comment. Yeah, I appreciate each and every staff that participated in this program. I'm just Adeleke. Till next week. Bye for now.